Kollur, nestled at the foothills of the majestic Kodachadri Hills, is the sacred abode of Sri Mookambika Devi. Considered one of the 7 places of salvation created by Lord Parashurama, it holds a prominent place among Karnataka's most revered pilgrimage destinations. The Kollur Sri Mookambika Temple is also recognized as the second wealthiest temple administered by the Karnataka Endowment Department. Hello dear viewers, I am Dr. Shiva and this is my beautiful family. In today's video, we take you to the renowned Sri Mookambika Devi Temple in Kollur, located along the serene banks of the Sopanika River in Kundapur Taluk of Udupi district. As we traveled from Kundapur towards Kollur, the first sight that caught our attention was the magnificent arch marking the entrance to Kollur. Adorned in vibrant colors and surrounded by lush green forests, it looks truly breathtaking, especially from a drone's perspective. Like many visitors, we too paused here to capture a few memorable photos before continuing our journey. As you enter Kollur and proceed towards the main temple, you will notice the Mari Devi temple situated right next to the road. If you take the small lane beside it and continue forward, you will arrive at the scenic banks of the Sopanika River. The temple authorities have beautifully developed this riverside area for devotees, making it a convenient and serene spot to visit. When we reached the river, the Sopanika was gently flowing, creating a captivating view as it moved beneath the dense green canopy. Originating from the peaks of Kodachadri, the river flows through Kollur before finally merging with the Arabian Sea. According to legend, an eagle named Suparna performed penance on the river bank and attained salvation here, which is why the river came to be known as Sopanika. It is also believed that the river's water contains 64 medicinal properties and bathing in it can cure many ailments, especially skin diseases. Traditionally, devotees who visit Sri Mookambika take a holy dip in this river before seeking darshan. Near the river bank stands the Sampre Sri Ganapati Temple. Since we reached around noon, the temple was closed at that time. After seeing the Sopanika River, we returned to Kollur, booked a room, got ready, and then headed towards the temple. This is the main gate that leads into the temple. All devotees must enter through this gate. There are many lodges, hotels, and shops around this entrance. Right after entering the gate, there is an information center. Devotees can visit this center if they need any details about the temple. Next to it, there is a board displaying all the information about the temple's daily rituals and worship timings. Beside this temple, the queue for darshan begins. On normal days, you can walk straight to the main entrance. But during festival seasons, devotees have to stand in line right from here. As we walked ahead, we saw several buildings, hotels, guest houses, banks, and many shops. Since thousands of devotees visit Kollur every day, the administration has built many accommodation facilities. Among them, Sopanika Guest House, Lalitambika Guest House, Mata Guest House, and Goenka Guest House are very popular. There are also many private hotels around the temple. After passing all these places, we reached a corner where we found the Balamuri Ganapati Temple. From there, we moved towards the main entrance of the temple. There is another information center and a luggage room right in front of the temple. This is the magnificent temple of Sri Mookambika Devi. With a history of nearly 1200 years, it is one of the oldest temples in Karnataka. The stone structure of the temple was built in the 11th century by Venkanna Savant of Hosangadi dynasty. Later, the kings of the Keladi dynasty, especially Shankarna Nayaka and Shivappa Nayaka, contributed greatly to the temple's development and renovation. In the 8th century, Sri Adi Shankaracharya installed the idol of Sri Mookambika Devi here on a Sri Chakra. A small river called Agnitirtha flows in front of the temple and later joins the Sopanika River. In a small shed near the temple, a cow with her newborn calf caught the attention of many devotees. Viewers, let us now step inside the temple. As we pass through the main entrance, we enter the inner precincts of the shrine. The two-storied gateway looks even more magnificent from the inside with its graceful design and intricate architectural details. In one corner, you can see a huge traditional drum that is played during special temple rituals. Right in front of the temple stands a tall, ancient lamp post. Every evening, it is beautifully illuminated during the Deeparadhana Puja. The pillar also has a unique design. The pillar standing on an elephant, which is standing on the back of a large tortoise. Just ahead of this is a stunning gold-plated flagpole. It features exquisite carvings of goddess Lakshmi, Saraswati and Parvati. And in front of this stands the majestic sanctum of Sri Mookambika Devi. This rectangular shrine is designed according to the principles of the Vastu Purusha Mandala. Every day, thousands of devotees come here to seek the blessings of the goddess, making it one of Karnataka's most revered pilgrimage destinations. During festival seasons, the number of visitors rises to nearly 20 to 30,000 a day. Before we learn more about the goddess, let me take you on a complete tour of the temple interior. At the front right side of the temple, there is a seva counter. Next to it stands the temple of Sri Subramanya Swami. You will then see a small Yagashala in the corner. Right next to it, we see the Saraswati Mantapam. This Mantapam has a very special place in the worship of the goddess. Every evening during the puja, the goddess is brought in a procession around the courtyard and seated here before being taken back to the sanctum. A significant ritual performed here is the Vidyarambha or Aksharabhyasa ceremony for young children. Kids below the age of 3 are seated before Goddess Saraswati and taught to write their very first letters. Since Saraswati is the goddess of learning, parents believe this ceremony brings success and blessings in their children's education. Many families visit Kollur specifically for this purpose. As we walk ahead, you will notice several Yagnakundas where devotees can offer seva as well. At the back of the temple, you will find several smaller temples. The first among them is the temple of Lord Shiva. Following it is the temple dedicated to Lord Partheshwara. Next to it is the Panchamukhi Ganapati temple. Then we see Lord Chandramauleshwara temple. Beside that is Lord Nanjundeshwara temple. We then arrive at the backside of the main Sri Mookambika Devi temple, where you can also see the rear entrance. Next to it, we see the place where devotees light ghee lamps. Lighting a ghee lamp and praying the goddess is believed to bring blessings and fulfill one's wishes. Many devotees that come here light a ghee lamp before going for darshan. Next, we come across Lord Anjaneya temple. Following it is Lord Venkataramana temple. As we move to the back right corner of the temple complex, we see the golden chariot of goddess Mookambika. Every night, a devotee can offer the ritual of pulling this golden chariot during the evening puja. I will show this again later in the video. Ahead of that is the Seva Sankalpa Mandapam, where various sevas can be performed. Next to it are the seva counters, including booking counters and prasada distribution counters. In the building beside these counters is the administrative office and the office of the temple president. Through the middle door here, you can reach temple's Bhojana Shala for Anna Prasada. Right in front of the president's office is the silver palanquin of the goddess. Every evening, the goddess is seated in this palanquin and taken around the temple in a beautiful procession. Next to it is the wooden chariot, which is generally used during the afternoon puja procession. Finally, we reach Sri Veerabhadra Swami temple, the last temple inside the complex. Sri Veerabhadra Swami is known as the Kshetra Palaka or the guardian deity of this holy place. Now, let us learn about the Sanctum sanctorum of the Sri Mookambika Devi. Here, goddess Mookambika is worshipped in the form of a Swayambhu Linga, which is a self-emerged lingam. A distinctive golden line runs across this sacred lingam, dividing it into two unequal parts. The left side represents goddess Kali, goddess Lakshmi and goddess Saraswati, while the right side symbolizes Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu and Lord Mahadeva. Because of this divine dual form, this is also known as Mithuna Linga. It is said that the left portion of the lingam is slightly larger than the right side. Hence, this place is regarded as the source of a powerful feminine energy. Therefore, the goddess is worshipped here as Adi Parashakti. Devotees can have the blessed darshan of the Udbhava Linga during the Nirmalya Puja performed every morning at 5 a.m. Inside the sanctum, along with the Udbhava Linga, you can also see the gorgeous idol of Sri Mookambika Devi seated on the Sri Chakra in the Padmasana posture. This idol was consecrated by Sri Adi Shankaracharya. Around 6 p.m. every day, preparations begin for the evening puja. One of the major highlights during this time is the stunning Deeparadhana Seva, which devotees can also perform by purchasing a ticket. During this ritual, oil is carefully applied and cotton wicks are placed on every step of the tall Deepastamba or the lamp post. From evening until about 7:30 p.m., a series of Mangalaratis are performed for the goddess. Even before the Arati begins, temple staff climb the lamppost and start lighting the lamps. As the golden flames rise step by step, a large crowd gathers to witness this mesmerizing sight. Deeparadhana is also performed simultaneously in all the other shrines within the temple complex, filling the entire area with a divine glow. After the Deeparadhana, the Bali Mangalarati begins at 8 p.m. Soon after, around 8:15 p.m., main Mangalarati starts, indicating the beginning of the night procession. During this time, the idol of the goddess is brought out of the sanctum and taken around the temple in multiple rounds. In the first round, the chief priest carries the idol on his head and walks around the shrine. In the second round, the goddess is taken in a reclining position on a silver palanquin. In the third round, she is carried in a sitting position on another silver palanquin. In the fourth round, the goddess is taken out on the golden chariot. This golden chariot procession is a special seva that devotees can book, and they even get the privilege of pulling the chariot. On special occasions, a fifth round is held, during which the goddess is taken in a procession on a wooden chariot. One unique feature of Kollur is that the goddess is worshipped and taken in procession 3 times every day, and this is known as Trikala Puja. The morning puja takes place at 8:10 a.m., followed by the afternoon puja at 11:30 a.m. After the night procession, the idol is brought to the Saraswati Mandapam, where Mangalarati is performed once again. The goddess is then taken back to the sanctum, and at 8:45 p.m., Kashaya Mangalarati is conducted. At the same time, Kashaya Prasada is distributed near the Sankalpa Mandapa. This Kashaya is made using 8 medicinal herbs, and devotees patiently wait in long queues to receive it. The temple closes at 9 p.m. every night. The next morning, the door reopens at 5 a.m. and by 6 a.m. the day's pujas begin. This is the daily routine here. After the puja, devotees can proceed to the dining hall for Anna Prasada. The entrance to the dining hall is through the door next to the office room. Anna Prasada is served here every day, both in the afternoon and at night. The timings are from 12 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon and from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. during the night. The dining hall has 2 large sections. In one section, Anna Prasada is served buffet style, while in the other, Prasada is served in the traditional style. After exiting the dining hall, you will see the temple of Sri Chaudeshwari Devi right in front of the dining hall. Walking further towards the back of the temple, you will come across the Swarnamukhi Rangamantapa. This open hall hosts special temple programs including bhajans, music events, and various cultural performances. Viewers, now that you have seen the complete tour of the Kollur Mookambika Temple, let us enjoy the stunning drone views of Kollur and learn about its ancient history. According to the Skanda Purana, the origins of the Kollur date back to a time when this place was known as Maharanyapura. A sage named Kola Maharshi performed deep penance here, and the region came to be known as Kolapura. This name eventually evolved into Kollur. One day, while walking through the forest, Kola Maharshi witnessed a divine sight. A cow pouring milk from her udder onto a Shivalinga. Realizing its sanctity, he began worshipping the linga daily and meditating beside it. Pleased by his devotion, Lord Shiva appeared in front of him and informed that after many years, Goddess Adiparashakti will merge inside the linga, sanctifying the holy land forever. Meanwhile, the demon king Kamhasura, after receiving education from Shukracharya, undertook a severe penance to please Lord Brahma. When Brahma finally appeared, Kamhasura asked for a boon that no man could kill him. Empowered by this blessing, he began terrorizing the three worlds. Distressed by his cruelty, the gods prayed to Devi Adiparashakti for protection. Sensing the looming threat, Shukracharya warned Kamhasura that Devi Adiparashakti, being a woman, could still defeat him and advised him to seek complete immortality through another boon. Determined to secure his invincibility, Kamhasura began an intense penance on the peaks of Mount Rishamuka. When Lord Brahma appeared to grant him a boon, the gods sought the help of goddess Saraswati, the goddess of speech. The great sage Sri Narada suggested that she come out of Kamhasura's tongue for just 3 minutes. When Brahma asked Kamhasura what boon he desired, Saraswati came out of his tongue and Kamhasura stood mute. Brahma repeated the question, but Kamhasura remained silent. Believing he was being insulted, Brahma cursed him to be mute forever, turning him into Mookasura, meaning the silent demon. After Kamhasura learned he was cheated by the gods, he continued his destructive acts with more rage. Goddess Adiparashakti then invoked and combined the powers of all the 33 crore gods and appeared in a fierce form riding a lion atop Kodachadri hill. On the day of Shukla Paksha Ashtami, she killed Mookasura. Since she killed Mookasura, she came to be known as Devi Mookambika. Later, as instructed by Lord Shiva, the goddess merged into the Swayambhu Linga worshipped by Kola Maharshi. According to the Skanda Purana, after killing the demon, the goddess performed Marana Homa at this very place. She blessed the soul of Mookasura and bestowed upon him the divine name Brahmalingeshwara. Today, the temple of Brahmalingeshwara stands at Maranakatte, about 20 kilometers from Kollur. Another significant belief is that Goddess Mookambika embodies the combined strength of all 33 crore gods. Hence, devotees believe that having her darshan is equivalent to witnessing all the gods at once. Many centuries later, Sri Adi Shankaracharya learnt about the sacred self-emerging lingam and visited Kollur. He had the divine vision of the goddess and subsequently crafted her idol, installing it on the Sri Chakra within the Sanctum sanctorum. It is also believed that Adi Shankaracharya composed Saundarya Lahari at this very site. Rathotsava in the month of Palguna and Navaratri in the month of Ashwini are among the most important festivals celebrated at the Kollur Mookambika Temple. Although the temple is located in Karnataka, a large number of devotees from the neighboring state of Kerala visit here throughout the year. Many newspapers mention that Aksharabhyasa or the Vidyaramba Seva is the original reason behind this. Dear viewers, we have now come to the end of our comprehensive tour of the Kollur Mookambika Devi Temple. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel. See you in another beautiful destination in the next video. Until then, goodbye.